Hello everybody, it's Rob, the reseller guy, coming to you today with a quick little video in regards to customer feedback, preferably negative feedbacks. Last month I got two negative feedbacks from individuals who purchased some jeans from me, women's jeans. I thought I knew them pretty good. I described them accurately. I described them using the US measurement standards and told them that on the listings, and still they said that I didn't know my product. Basically, it gave me two negative feedbacks that really dropped my rating. I couldn't challenge them because unfortunately I put a positive feedback the day they purchased it from me. So I'm going to stop doing that. So now I've pulled all my jeans, and I'm going to go through them again, remeasure them, re-describe them, and then list them again. Unfortunately, I just can't afford to get a bunch of negative feedback. Nobody can in the reselling world. So, I was pretty upset the fact that these people put negative marks on my eBay account, which I felt was totally unjust. You know, they never asked me any questions, but I've learned with eBay, it doesn't matter. You can say on there, ask a million questions. Here's my cell phone number. Call me, text me. They could do that. They could ask you 20 questions, text you, and the product they get it. If it doesn't meet what they think is what they describe, negative feedback. Now, also, one thing I've been doing too is I charge a restocking fee because basically I'm not going to let them buy any of my product, rent it, and then return it back without having to pay for it. I understand. I give the 30-day money back exchange, full money. The only thing I say is they have to pay for shipping. Simple. Everybody else does it, but and they still made a big deal about it, and they didn't want to pay for it. That's another thing. Even though it says on the listing, buyer pays for shipping, to resend it back, they argued with it. eBay said, no problem, you don't have to pay for it. So why do they have that in there if they're not going to enforce it? As a seller, you would think that they would have to pay for that, but they can argue with it and then they won't pay it. eBay is more concerned about them. Sometimes it seems more than the actual seller. I've called eBay on it, and they basically told me that's just what they do. And it's part of being a reseller, having a store. You just got to deal with it. Was not cool. Did not like that response at all. But I'm looking at the bigger picture. You know, I'm moving on. It is what it is. I can't change it. One thing I did know, and I want to mention really quick, is some of the YouTube channels that I follow, like Prof Sales, and I've noticed he, prior to a few months ago, was probably sold 90% of his stuff was Levi's or jeans. I've noticed now that he's going into shoes, and like with Tito, um, the Soul Advisor, I've talked to him a couple times. Shoes are good. Shoes are good money. There's a lot more prep work into it, but that's kind of getting off into another video. Basically, I'm going to jump back to where I was talking on the jeans. So, Prof Sales, the guy who built his whole thing around jeans, is not selling jeans. He may be selling them. I don't know. I don't know his eBay store, but I've noticed all his latest videos that I'm subscribed to, they're all going shoes. So that's kind of a clue to me to say, hey, what's going on with jeans? Is it just because people buying them online, they can't touch them, feel them, and try them on? Possibly. You know, is it just women's jeans that are a problem because they're so picky? Which I don't call it picky. I understand you're buying something, you want to know it, you want to know everything there is about it. So totally understand that, totally get it. Just I'm rethinking how I sell my jeans now, or if I'm going to continue to sell jeans now. So, with that being said, no matter what you do, no matter what you say to these individuals who buy your stuff, There's always going to be the people that are going to complain, want their money back, want to circumvent the rules, and will run it up the flagpole at eBay and get what they want. Basically, ultimately, you get the jeans back, but the bigger picture is you get a negative feedback. Even if you've bent over backwards for these individuals, they still screw you. And unfortunately, that's just the life with eBay. And it is what it is. I'm pissed off about it, but I got to move forward and move on. With that being said, everybody have a good evening. Good luck on the resell and buying and flipping cool stuff. And I'll be back with you with another video soon.